Hey guys, it's time to talk about batting. And we're going to go through some mechanics and some drills so you guys can work on at home. A lot of this is a review for all of you. This is the same stuff we were talking about in individual workouts, and we're going to add a little bit more advanced stuff to it about technique and some mechanics and drills. But first I want to cover something. As I go through all these videos, batting, pitching, all this, I know some of you work with private coaches on these specific things. So in these videos, take everything into consideration. It's all food for thought. Incorporate what you can. But do not abandon everything you're working with on your private coaches, okay? Keep doing what they're telling you. I don't know where you're at in your progression with them, and they may have one little thing they're working on that they're trying to undo or improve for you, and I don't want you to jump ahead of that, okay? So by all means, show this stuff to your coaches. I don't care, but take it into consideration, but don't abandon what you're doing, okay? So the two things that we want to keep talking about with batting, the things I've always asked of you guys, is to be on time and be on plane. On time means I time the ball and I hit it, whether it's fast or slow. That's the dancing with the pitcher thing that we'll go over more with. But on plane is I'm talking about the ball. It's coming in from the pitcher and it's coming down through here on this plane, in this trajectory down to the catcher, okay? So I want my bat to come down through that plane, so whether I hit the ball late or I hit it early, I have a better chance of hitting the ball. If I chop wood and I come down here, I have this little area to make contact with perfect timing, okay? If the guy comes up and he throws a changeup and it slows down, I'm just gonna get out ahead of it, but I'm still gonna have a chance of hitting it. On time, on plane. Okay guys, now we've talked about being on time, being on plane, and what that's about. Let's get into your mechanics about your batting. First thing, let's talk about your stance. When you approach the plate, if you normally step in with your right foot and then your left foot, and then take a swing and get into your stance, do that the exact same way every single time. If you normally step in with your left first and dig around and then your right, I don't care which, just do the same thing the same way every time. And then when you approach the plate, you're thinking, I'm gonna hit this ball. I'm looking to swing, unless we've told you different as a base coach over here giving you a sign telling you swing away or bunt or whatever. Everything's a good pitch until it's not. We'll get into that later in this, but so if I normally step in with my right and my left, and I get here and I get a little bit of a rhythm going to me, and I'm kind of up here, my bat might even be moving around, but I'm in a comfortable athletic stance. My head is square between my legs. I'm not all back here, just a nice athletic stance. And then as I look at the pitcher, I want you to think about a soft focus. Don't sit here and stare at the ball and be hyper focused on the pitcher the whole time you're here, just looking at him the whole time, and I'm focusing so hard you will actually start to lose focus. Keep a soft focus. And then we go into what we call dancing with the pitcher. So while you're in your stance, as soon as he comes set, all your movement stops and you're locked and ready to go. You still have that soft focus. And then when he loads, you load. When he strides to you, you stride to him. That's the dancing with the pitcher. And as soon as he releases the ball, that's when you go into a hyper focus. But first I want to show you what dancing with the pitcher looks like. So we'll do that clip real quick and come back. All right, so that pitcher, he's there. He comes set. When he comes set, I know we're on. He loads, I load, he strides, I stride. Okay, then I'm in a position, I'm ready to uncoil and hit that ball. So do it one more time and I'll show you what it looks like to be late. If I'm standing here, he loads, I'm flat-footed, he strides, and then I'm trying to decide, do I want to hit it or not? And I'm all forward, and then I just swing like this, and I got no hips or nothing. Dance with the pitcher. Ready? One more time. Dance with the pitcher. He comes set, I know it's time for business, I stop, I load, I stride, and swing through. Okay, now we've seen dancing with the pitcher. So now let's pick up where we left off. You're in your stance. I want high hands, not down here. Bat's not laying on here, on your shoulder. I want high hands, I want them back here, and that bat angle should be down here. I don't want the bat straight up in the air. That is a tendency when you come through to swing to chop. So if you get that bat back like this, when you turn, it automatically, as you turn, your bat automatically comes into that plane because it's already laying flat versus up here. So I'm in my stance, I got to load and unload. So I got to go back to go forward. So my load is just simply as the pitcher is standing there and he lifts that leg, that's when I come back and I load. And as he steps to me, I stride forward. And as I stride forward, I even step away from my hands. Now I'm loaded up this way as well by stepping away from my hands. It's not pushing my hands out. It's just I'm here, I load, and I step away. Now I'm loaded through here and I'm ready to go, and this is where you go into that hyper focus and you pick up that ball. You have less than a second from the time he starts throwing that ball until it's in the catcher's hand. So you have to pick it up right away. And as I step, now I'm cocked, I'm ready to go, I'm all loaded up, I'm ready for my hips to come and my body to come through, but I gotta watch that ball all the way in. My stride is not just a transfer of weight, it's also a timing thing. So that's that dancing with the pitcher. If I come, he loads, and I stride when he strides, I'm on time, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to uncoil. And I'm gonna watch that ball all the way in. Okay guys, now let's talk about those hips and those shoulders and that separation a little bit further. Got our load, we've loaded, we've stride, we're out here, that back foot's come up, our weight is transferred, we're loaded up here further, my hips are separated from my shoulders. My hips come through, which automatically brings the rest of it with it. So I come through, I'm all coiled up, and then I unleash that coil, okay? You cannot come through with level shoulders all in one piece. There's no power there. You also can't stand here flat-footed and just wait and then swing. There's nothing there, okay? There's no power versus if I load, stride, and unleash all at one time. You'll have faster bat speed, and you're gonna drive through the ball a lot better. Load, stride, hips, and then I uncoil. My bat's down here. This is my contact point. I have a good hard front leg. I've pushed up, all that momentum's come up through me, and now it's coming out through my hands. This knob comes through first, but that doesn't mean I push the knob out to the ball. When we say knob to the ball, that doesn't mean come out and push your hands away. It means you stay connected, and my whole body turns, my hands haven't moved, and I get down to here, and that's where I make contact with the ball. If it's a low one, if it's a high one, in the strike zone, it's an outside pitch or an inside pitch. It's the same movement, stride, hips, and I come through all as one piece, bang, and then this is where you drive through and extend. Okay, now let's talk about that last part. This is a part where a lot of you are getting things wrong. It's that contact point, the moment the bat meets the ball. When all else fails when you're batting, and you're just struggling like crazy, this is the part that you can make up for everything. Even if you have a bad swing or your hands are casting out, people are telling you what to do, ignore all that. This is the point where you just put bat to ball. So I have to watch the ball all the way till I put the bat. Okay, I want to see that helmet looking right at it. You're never going to see, you guys have all seen this pose of a major league player, right? Bam, right as they're hitting the ball. Where's their head every single time? As I come through, my head doesn't move. It goes right there. So that's the first part. You got to see the ball all the way. Here you are. I'm in a balanced position. I got a good solid front edge. All that weight, all that momentum's come up through me, and I've hit here, and then you guys give up. Okay? You got to drive through the ball. Let all that energy explode through it. If I just hit the ball here, ping, that's it. And that's all the power I put into it. If I imagine I'm trying to hit something clear out here, I'm gonna drive through that ball, I'm gonna hit it 3 times farther. Come through, contact point. Right here, front firm leg, bent back here, heel up. I came through connected, I'm right here. I'm back behind the contact point. I've still got this arm here, just like I'm punching somebody. I'm gonna give you an uppercut punch. I'm not gonna come out like this. I'm gonna come through and rear back, load up, and I'm gonna go a punch. That's the same thing with this bottom arm. You're gonna come through, and you're gonna drive through here, hand up, this hand facing down. Drive through the ball, out like that. All right, guys. Next batting drill for you. This is to help your bat speed and get some strength and conditioning going. You're gonna start out with a heavy bat, then you're gonna go to the bat you normally use, and then find a small little T-ball bat or a short PVC pipe or something that's really super light, okay? I want you to just concentrate on your form, and as you go, speed up and think about driving through, taking all that weight through here. Use a heavier bat than what you're normally used to. Stride, come, hips, and launch through it. Come back to set, and launch through it. Come back to set, and launch through it. Do this 10 to 20 times, whatever makes you tired. Think about your form. Then go to the next bat. Immediately go into it. Set. 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 Don't let your form fall apart as you go through these. Then go to your light bat. Now try. And then you'll go back to your heavy one. Go through this like 3 or 4 times. 10 to 20 reps each, 3 to 4 sets. Whatever gets you breathing hard. Okay guys, another hitting drill for you. You guys have done this before in our individual workouts. PVC pipe. If you don't have a PVC pipe, you got nothing else that'll work, let me know. I will bring a PVC pipe to you to do this drill. Okay? Batting arm on top, level. Once you're in your stance, I want you to load, stride, hips. Notice I haven't changed anything up top. My hips are straight forward, and then my head's going to stay stable. This whole part of my spine is going to stay in line, and I'm going to twist like that. Okay, if you got a batting tee, set it there so it's out by your foot, hips, and come through. Stay balanced, come through. Stay balanced, come through. Okay, do that a bunch of times. Do this 10, 20 times till you're tired. This, hips, come through. At the end of it, if you're feeling real good, put a ball on that tee, come through and hit that ball off. Can you come through up here and push that hip-shoulder separation even further? Okay? Last one since I fell over. Stride, hips, come through, and come back. Okay guys, one last heading drill for you. Get your PVC pipe that you're using. We were doing this before, where you stride, turned your hips, and you focused on coming through here so that your head stays still and your body twists like that, right? Now hold it like it's a bat, right in the middle of the pipe. So this drill is to see if you're casting your hands. So casting your hands is when you step and you put your hands out and bat like this instead of a nice compact swing in. So put your batting tee there. And the idea is when I step and I turn those hips, when I go to swing, if I push my hands, I'll hit the tee with the bottom of the pipe. You want that pipe to come through on the inside of the tee and then swing. So stride, hips, like that. Hips, like that. So if you come out through here and you hit it like that, you're pushing your hands away from your body like this. Okay? Do this about 10 or 20 times. Come through and swing. Stride, hips, like that. Have your high hands. Even see if you can step away from it as you get more advanced and come through. Okay?